video. But one of my cousins actually, he brought this to my attention when I decided to do these this year. The YouTube channel, starting a YouTube channel, doing a Facebook Live and stuff. He was basically feeling like there's just not enough give and take. But it was just hard for him to put it in words. So when I saw this Facebook post about men having to do so much, it kind of came together for me. And I started thinking about what you guys go through. So approaching the woman, not only are you approaching the woman, you are also pursuing the woman. So you're reaching out first a lot of times. You're also asking for the dates, then you're following up on that date, and then seeing where else she wants to go, what she wants to do, and making sure that she's happy in those initial stages. And I guess I really didn't think about how guys feel in that process, because I'm thinking about how women feel. So of course I can offer that perspective, but I thought it was worth talking about. I don't know if guys get frustrated across the board or only with certain women.
All right, you know, I'm gonna speak
like
the truth.
Some people are annoying or some people is cool. I don't know.
It all, like I say, once again, can you hear me? It's like
Yeah,
a going in and out. Yeah, okay. The chase, I mean, it depends. I say the chase always is at the beginning stages. That way, when you're younger, but when you get older, I think the chase actually starts to wind down after a while. I mean, you don't want to keep chasing. It does get old, and it does get boring. I mean, to some guys, don't get me wrong, because some guys love the chase. I mean, they love that. They love that chase. Definitely, the little young guys love the cougar chase. So I mean, you gonna have that. You gonna have that cougar chase, but it gets old after a while, you know. And the chases, like I said, chases is like it's no fun, because you know some people do really want to settle down and want to just be in that relationship thing. Um, it does get kind of old after a while. Like when a woman, like, you know, like you said, it gets kind of old sometimes.
Oh, okay. Melvin said once you get older, they come to you. Is that why guys give up so quick? Because I don't come to them. But I noticed that if I don't respond, like sometimes people just don't catch my interest enough. Like if we have an initial conversation or whatever, like I just may not think about it again until they pop up or whatever. So I may not follow up with them. And I've had people go, well, hey stranger and stuff like that. And I'm like, you didn't ask me out or anything like that. I'm echoing like crazy. I don't know why. Am I echoing to everybody or just myself?
It might be. Let me see.
What do you think of you? Let me see. Okay, it's gone. I don't know. But yeah, I've noticed that guys are kind of wanting me to give a little more than what I'm giving. And for me, I'm looking at it like, okay, you're going to have to come a little more correct than that. Like if you're not being direct with me, then I'm really not going to give much. If you're not saying, if we're just having conversation and things like that, then that's all you're going to really get. Like I kind of match energy, if that makes sense. You know, we're saying that a lot. That same energy, keeping that same energy. So if he's giving me a little bit, then you get a little bit. You know, I'm not going to give too much, but it seems like some of the guys are wanting more. And maybe it's because of what Melvin was saying, that some women are coming to them. So when they run into women that don't, they're kind of confused. Like, why is she not more interested or showing more interest? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. I mean, some people just I don't know. I ain't that old yet, so I don't know about the older they come to you. I mean, I ain't that old yet.
People,
but
I love people commenting.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know about that one yet, just yet. I mean, but I know when I'm probably up in my 50s, I'm gonna be a young, handsome grandpa. But I ain't gonna. But no, I think that you pose a match energy. But like I tell people, man, sometimes like I think we me and you talked about this before. You don't want to give too much in a conversation because you know how some people want to. This I'm gonna be real, and I know a lot of men on here are gonna say I'm probably hating. I don't care, but I definitely don't care. But my thing is, you can't give too much in a conversation because people like to cope to what you're talking about. You know, so if we go out and I just start and you just start telling me everything about what the last person did or what you like and all these things, he gonna start to cope to what you like. He gonna start to do the low.
Yeah.
He gonna start to, okay, I see you like that, so let me do this for like a week or two. Let me do this for 3 weeks or something like that. You know, that's what they gonna do that. So I say that's a part of the chase too, because then it's gonna see if do I get my at the end of my chase, do I get my what I want at the end of my chase. And then that's when it causes now to they have another chase behind that chase. So I think that it's always match energy. And I do say don't give too much at the beginning. What I mean by giving too much information, because let somebody get it out that you find out. Let them find it out about you. Because I mean, that's where it is. But some men got to speak up too. Because men like to hide their little feelings and don't want to talk about
They
nothing.
do.
They want to think that, oh, yeah, I'm macho and this. Nah, talk about some things in the first date. And people need to stop going to movies and stuff. You need to like when it comes to like a chase at a park, like walk through a park or something, hear talk so y'all can
And
hear each other
talk.
out, and so you can hear each other out, and you'll see exactly what that person's about. But I say a chase is always gonna be there, definitely, no matter what age you is. I do say that, but I think like you said, it do to me. I think it should slow down when you get older, because I mean, now I do know some old men who out there just be chasing, but I think the more you get, you gotta slow down on your chase, because I mean. I mean, you gotta slow down on your chase, though.
You think so?
Oh
I
yeah.
what Melvin is in here. We got another one killing it. I think it was Sam last time. He is in here dropping knowledge. Um, he said, I used to chase, but once my maturity level increased, the mindset changed. And that's what I hear. I don't know how old Melvin is, but I
That
hear that a lot from my dad,
that is
honestly.
true. That is very true.
That
Cause
his mindset is, he said in his 30s, did I say this before? He said in his 30s he was not ready. And barely in his 40s, like toward his late 40s, he really got in the mindset that he needed to have for a real relationship, like a real committed relationship. So he never treated women like badly, but he just um, wasn't as serious as they were. So their feelings were more invested than his were. So they was taking everything pretty seriously, and he was just kind of like, it is what it is.
but back in the
And
day,
that
no,
his
yeah, I about to say back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, women. Just be 100% real. Some of the women now, and I'm not saying this with all women, but women were strong. I ain't gonna say they ain't stronger now, but they were real strong back in the day. What I mean by back in the day, they were strong. Like they get them feelings. They ain't play around like some of these people are nowadays. Like you got some women who just they men. They ain't playing. They realize they
what you
realize
mean?
man, you see what's your girl in the movies, I forget her name, the little I call her little nasty, because she in every movie she talk about
Oh,
sex.
that
The girl that talk about booty hole. Your little girl, I forget her name. There's the girl that's out there that the
one.
I can't remember her name, but she's in one of those movies. She's not a Tracy. She the new actor that be doing with Kevin Hart.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, you got some Tiffany hat. You got a lot of Tiffany Haddishes out here, but Tiffany, I see
For
how she,
real?
man, it's some women out
I
here who
thought
really
she
go.
was like an archetype type of. She's like a character,
I mean, I'm saying
where
her character. There's a lot of women that have that same personal. They have that same attitude, which ain't bad though. I mean, but
okay,
it's not
you
bad.
don't
Like
think
it ain't bad. You do what like I said. I always say you do what you do. And at the same time, just be. I mean, be yourself. But women nowadays, like I said, it's some of them. It's not a lot. Like, but I'd say at the same time, a lot of that chase game also messed
mm-hmm.
up a lot of that chase game messed up a lot of other men who really are that's not chasing no more, and they ready to settle. Like they really settle down. But the women,
Yeah.
they are so used to these other men doing that chase game, and they probably thinking that's like I said, that he's on the same thing this last one was just on,
Yeah.
and now I gotta do it now. Now I gotta kind of like hold back. I got this Great Wall of China, and he ain't getting over this Great Wall of China until I think that it's that time.
Uh-oh, Whitney's in here. She's saying a man will slow down a chase for a woman whom they don't seek any type of serious relationship with. And then she says, when a man knows he wants a woman, he will go hard and do what has to be done so that she knows that that's what he wants. And that's kind of been my experience. It just seems like most guys are just like playing around. So they really don't want to, they don't want anything that serious.
Right.
So they're not going to do a serious pursuit. So yeah, they'll take you out on a date, take you where you want to go, and different things like basic things like that. But as far as like showing real interest and real care for me as a woman, that doesn't happen. And I'm wondering if guys don't feel like we notice stuff like that. Like that's not like that. You're not going to get far with certain type of women when you do that. Like if a woman is a little desperate because she hasn't been out and nobody's really been pursuing her like that, she's going to eat it up. Like, oh, this guy wants to take me out. But when a man, like there's several men wanting to take a woman out, you just wanted a mini. So, and you're not paying attention or showing any real care for who she is as a person. It's like, that's not really gonna, you can really tell quickly that he's not that interested. He just wants something to do.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna that's true, and everything you just said is definitely true. I'm not going, you know me, I ain't gonna sit there and say you lying about it. It's true. I mean you got the guys who who really I say they play the interest, but once they not really interested. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna do
Mm-hmm.
for the time being, or they just gonna have their little fun for the right time being. And you catch this mainly with the older guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I hear
You
more.
think so?
I hear more relationships. I mean, I hear more like girls that's got the got. I hear like the chicks that's like, or not chicks. I'm gonna say women. The women that be like 27, 28, 30, 35. They got men that's like 40, close to 50. Them guys, and then they next thing you know, you hear they not with them. They be out there still chasing around, being at the bars and things like that, still trying to be young. And I think that's another thing some people battle with is that being young stage. You just gotta. It's at a time like you say, like Melvin said, it's a time where at maturity level you gotta just settle down and you just gotta really be about that person. And Whitney was right. I mean, when you pursuing something, a lot of guys ain't persistent because I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of them ain't taught how to be persistent. They see too much other modern men. I call them modern men doing other things. I ain't gonna say I seen my pops. I trust me. I mean, we really ain't had that relationship like that, but I seen how he was. I mean, I seen the moves that he make. Am I mad at him for what he did? Nah, but at the same time, when you at a younger age, you learn from them older men. You learn from them
Mm-hmm.
men, but sometimes you got to break a cycle. But only one that can break a cycle was a man that really come. You got them other men that come in people's lives that show them like, listen, this is how you treat a woman. This is what you do. They don't tell you how to treat a woman. They just show you by action. Because if you telling somebody, sometimes people ain't hearing you. They see
Right.
more people see than hear. Because hearing goes in one ear and out the other. But when you vision something, it goes to your vision, it goes to your brain, and you automatically see exactly what that person did. So that's what
Yeah.
more modern. I mean, so the modern man today really ain't teaching the men that's coming up how to really be persistent.
Yeah. I guess. So, do you think that men like are giving up quicker than they would if they saw what like a real good example? Because that is a good point, because I think a lot of women are not taught how to be ladies and how to make that man like step up. Like I went out on a date one time and he was like, I like this, like the woman that sits in the car and waits for him to come around and open the door. And I thought like, wow, that means, because he was pretty upfront and kind of person. He was like serious and saying that he wasn't joking. And I thought like, wow, there's some women that are not they're not taught how to be ladies either, as far as waiting for the man to step up and come for what he wants and let you know what he wants instead of you trying to tell him what he should want. Like you want all of this, that kind of thing. Because some women, that's what they do. Like you want this.
Yeah, they do be on that. Yeah, you right. You right.
And that's a lot. I think so. I was taught that way, like not to come on too strong, but I think that might have been a reason why I'm been single for a while, because I kind of fall back too far. So I'm curious to learn, because I'm learning with this too. While I'm a life coach, relationships is not my specialty yet. I'm digging into it. So I'm more focused on purpose and things like that as far as coaching is concerned and mentoring and stuff. So I'm really interested in just really learning more from a male's point of view. Okay. Oh, okay. Melvin's saying they play around when you show them too much. And Whitney is agreeing with you, what you said earlier. They're not persistent enough. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. Exactly, or he has a secret motive. Yeah, that's what I feel a lot of times. Whitney, I feel you on that. I don't know if you're still on here, but I feel you on that. That a lot of times you do feel like, and we talked about this too, Mike, that men have like a secret agenda or motive. Like, why is he, doing whatever he's doing? Because so many men do it. Even from high school. This started with me in high school.
Right.
Where they was like slow walking me.
Christopher said something real good. That's what he's saying. I like that a lot, because that's really true. He said,
What does he say?
I think there isn't a high bar being consistently set as it pertains to morals and relationships. So nowadays, young cats out here doesn't have much to base their standards on, and which is true. I mean, because I mean, I don't want to bring this up. I mean, but at the same time, like, I ain't gonna lie, my kids really, I don't even let my son really watch them rap videos and all that stuff, because I mean, and I think that we portray our women. I mean, I don't care if anybody on here that's of the other race, don't take this the wrong way. I don't care, but my thing is this: we gotta stop portraying our black women like that too, because the young men look down upon the women when they see them twerking like that. The first thing they gonna be saying is, "Oh, look at that girl, doing all that," and that's all they gonna look at. They gonna base her off of what she was twerking. They not gonna base her. That girl can be. I know some girls that probably can twerk. When I was in high school, or we didn't call it twerking, we called it backing that thing up back in the day.
Yeah.
I know some girls that can back that thing up, but in school they was smart as ever. Like, they was really
Right.
smart, but they had more morals to the point. Like, they dance, but at the same time. But nowadays, and I'm not saying that women are not raising their women correctly, but some of them thinking that they trying to be too much of their friend, and that's cool to do. But when that's cool to do, they going out there with their friends and they doing that with them little young boys, and they see that, and like you said, they're not setting a high bar. And I'm not saying you don't stop your fun, but then you got, because not only that, you got that mama doing it too. And you see him on live, you got your mama sitting over here twerking, like, wait a minute, she doing the same thing too? So, he right. We gotta start setting a high bar, but at the same time, men need to hold other men accountable for their actions or what they doing, because it gets irritating when you use, like, when I used to date or whatever, you will always hear the old stories about what somebody else did to them. And it seemed like throughout the time you gonna pay, not saying you gonna pay for it, you trying to change her perspective of you, of what life can be. Even though she might have fun, she's still in the back of the head gonna think, what I'm saying, I've been done dirty by these past men. So some of the things still come about, and it hurts us in the long run. So then guess what happens with that? The chase continues, because now that doesn't work, so now there's another chase coming about.
So I feel like when and there was a couple of comments that I want to get back to, so I'm saying that a lot so I can remember it. But I feel like everybody has baggage
That's
when
true.
you're in your 30s. and you're dating, 9 times out of 10, you have been in either several relationships or long-term relationships, something. So it's affected you in some way. So some people do their work and they dig through all of it. And then other people, they just carry it along, you know? So I feel like when you meet the right person, you can deal with each other's ish, you know, like
Right.
whatever they're bringing, you just are built for it. But certain people, you just really don't know until you get to know the person if you're going to be able to deal with it. Because everybody got something, and some people can love them through it. And some people can't. Like some people, it's just like you got too much going on. Like my capacity to love is just not there, you know, for certain types of situations.
You know that that's a lot of things too, because a lot of people always say, "Oh, you got a lot going on. I can't." Whatever happened to, yeah, you got a lot going on, but let's try to work. Let's try to. That's where you as a partner, if y'all really try to get together, that's where you try to help each other out. Like, okay, you might got a lot of baggage, you might got some baggage, or you got some things going on, but let's try to work it out. Let's try to see what we can do, how we can help each other out on that, because that's where your team building becomes from. Because now when this man is sitting here, or this woman sitting here with this man that got some baggage, and she helped him through his little baggage, and then now he, or he helped her through her same thing. Now y'all got a team building thing, so where now y'all know y'all can work together because y'all didn't already did it at the beginning stage when it came with that baggage. Baggage gonna come no matter what. Like you said, you
It
30 years old.
is.
You,
That's tough. I was just talking to my friend about that, where she's the person where she's like, I don't do kids, you know, and
I hear that all the time, and that to me, I ain't mean to cut you off. That to me is a that's a biased thing because I mean you can't say like I hear women say I can't do no man with no kids, but here you got kids. Like how you gonna sit there and say you can't do a
yeah,
man with kids and but you got kids? So that this man comes in, a man that ain't got no kids and coming in and you got kids, it may be a little bit worse than what you think. Because I mean he looking like I ain't got no kids. I ain't really got to tell you take care of these kids yet. So sometimes it's best to meet with that. I mean, and mesh like that. But I hear that a lot. That's to me, that's sad that you say that because 9 out of 10 nowadays, a lot of folks are going to have kids. I mean, it's just point blank. I mean, I was in high school. I
yeah,
think
they are. There's a few of them that don't, because I have met those. But I think at the end of the day, is basically what you can deal with. So I've come to the conclusion that when it's like the right person, then you will work with them. You just will figure it out. But when it's like already not the right person and it's a whole force, like what the kids say, that's how they talk. when it is like very difficult and they have all these other things going on, it just makes it that much harder.
right,
So I don't know, because I think with her, she knows herself though, so she doesn't really care for kids, um, like little kids. So you really don't want a woman that's not into kids. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah. Because I
she
mean,
not
she
into
got she
kids,
got
then she
different.
not into kids.
Right, and you can't fault her for that. I mean, you can't fault nobody if they're not into kids. And I mean, they gonna be into you because you're beautiful. You might be beautiful. You might have the body. You might have the the talk that that y'all have. But then again, like you said, some people just ain't about that, and that's cool. Because I mean, she might have goals and he got goals, and then he trying to meet
Hmm.
them goals. But I do say that, yeah, I mean, but if she got kids.
You said she got one,
And see,
and
sometimes that one, yeah, because some women, I know a lot of women that got just one kid, they ain't trying to deal with nobody else that got some other kids too. So,
yeah, and
I do.
now she's about grown now, so it's kind of like she's free as a bird at this point. I mean, you still got some responsibilities. I'm gonna read a couple of comments and then, because
Okay.
we got a little bit off topic, and I'll try to go give some kind of a love lesson before we finish. Um, okay, catch me, Cuddy. Most women think that it's all about them, like they God's gift to men, but in reality, men are God's gift to women. We gave up a piece of our rib. This is in quotation marks. Okay, all caps. We end up being the provider of the family. Yes, us men, we can do better when being in a relationship. Women done had the opportunity to pick and choose since y'all was little girls. That's another reason why most men don't like to chase. We've been chasing since. Yeah, that is true. I didn't get a lot of boys chasing me as a kid though. They were scared of me.
I'm a, hey, catch me, Cuddy. I mean,
Yeah, that was a lot.
I'm
That
gonna
was a
stay away.
lot.
I'm gonna stay away from that one. Catch me, Cuddy. I might am. I'm gonna stay away from
That
that
was
one.
a
'Cause,
lot.
I mean, I will. I'm gonna say this. What did he say when he said, guys get? I mean, we're men as guys give to women. I
Yeah,
mean,
he sure did. He
I
just,
mean,
yeah.
I think he might be joking on that one, but at the same time, I mean, we both give to each others because I mean, women, men was lonely at first. If you wanna go biblical, I mean, man was lonely, so he
Yeah.
made him a woman. He didn't make him another man, but he made him another woman. So he could have had him.
Yeah, so that's more of the
So
gift. That is a
yeah.
gift to the man.
So basically, my
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
and then he said something else about yes, men can do better when being in a relationship with women done had the opportunity to pick and choose.
To pick
I,
and
I say that
choose.
I say this, and I'm gonna just be quite frankly and be real about it, bro. And I'm gonna be straightforward because I myself, don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna say I've been the greatest guy in my life. No, I have not. I can't help it. I played college football, NFL football. We already know what that brings, but we're not gonna talk about that. But at the same time, man, we have for a long time as men have messed up a lot. And I'm not saying that me personally, but it has always trickled down from men level. Like we always have messed it up. So some of them have for instance, I'm gonna just put this like this. You might have a man, say it's a woman dating a man, she has a daughter. Now when you see that as a man, if you see a woman that has a daughter, number one, you definitely shouldn't be playing their mama right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's as a man, you just shouldn't do that. Now what happens is when you start doing that, guess what you done did now? That little young girl done seen her mom get done dirty by that man, or hear her mom crying, or vice versa. So now she's growing up like, oh no, I'm not about to be like that. Like ain't gonna man gonna have me crying or nothing like that. And you hear that all the time. So I
Hmm.
mean, sometimes we as men mess up ourselves. I mean, I can agree to that. Now and then some women, I just watched a video the other day. Women got to keep their hands to themselves. Sorry, you got to keep your hands to yourself, man. You can't, because this man, like, I ain't gonna hit no woman. I ain't gonna care. You can hit me or whatever. I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I might push you, get you off me. Never put my hands on you because I know as a man, I can. You know what you can do as a man. But I think that right there, that's one thing that I have seen a lot is them putting their hands on a man. So now and if a man ain't hitting her back, he ain't gonna want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but instead of getting that girl some help or talking to her and helping her out through that situation, she gonna go to the next man and continue that behavior. So, and you never know what might have happened to her too, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot at the end of the day with relationships. So there's so many ways that we can go. And we kind of been all over the place. But I was having fun like going through the comments because I know we could have stayed like more focused on the chase and just talking about the chase. But some people kind of went all over the place in their comments too. What is this? Listen, I'm running away. F my pride. Okay. So, I think at the end of the day, the love lesson is like this is what I'm finding is that when you really love somebody, that you will do what it takes to be with that person. You will step it up, you will do what it takes. And I will say for male or female, this is both ways. So if he's coming to you and he's wanting certain things and he's expressed that, then as the woman, you're going to reciprocate. You're going to do what it takes to make sure his needs are met because you know that if his needs are not met, then he's not going to be there for the long term and
Right,
vice versa. That's what
right.
I feel like at the end of the day,
That's true,
that's what this is about.
and that's true. I mean, you hit it right there. Hit it right there. I mean, a lot of us need to stop the chase because that's what this is about. I mean, the chase. But the chase is fun. Don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody has done it. If a man said he ain't done it, he lying. I don't care what he didn't
Mm-hmm.
say. He lying. And women have some chase in them too. Don't get me wrong, because
Yeah, they do.
they want the Trey songs look alike. They want the now everybody want Everybody wants some lookalikes, but women have a chase in them too. But I think it all, like he said, it comes with maturity, comes with age. You start to lose that chase after a while. Some people don't lose
Mhm.
it. Some people don't lose it because they love the chase too much. But the chase
Too much.
but the chase at the end of the day, some people ain't got that much fatigue to sit to keep up what they chase. You know, here you are trying to run a mile, but technically you really can only run it for 100. So let's just be real. So I mean,
You don't have the stamina for it.
right. So I mean,
With all those different women too, that's it's too much. With and then with females, for me, they kept advising me, and we're gonna wrap it up. But they kept advising me, you need to date more than one person at a time. You need to date more than one person at a time. I'm like, I cannot do that. That is doing way too much. Like keeping up with all these people because of how I'm built. Like I'm not built for that. So some people they thrive off of like all these different, things that they have going on. But I'm like, I can't do it. But male and female, like you said, are participating in the chase.
I will say this. If a woman say, "Well, I'm talking to this person and I'm also talking to you and this person," I'm instantly like, "All right, I'm good." I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, if you already doing that many talking, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm too handsome, so I'm gonna get her first before they do. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just joking. But but my thing is that is one of the things. I think women have more. I'm not gonna say men don't have they don't have more, like, we do care about ourselves. I think it's easier for men to talk to multiple women than it is for women to talk to multiple men, because most women gonna take care of themselves. They gonna care of themselves. Don't say men don't take care of themselves. It's just, like I said, nowadays it's more. I'm gonna step on this subject. It's more women for men nowadays because of the community nowadays is that the LBG and all that stuff. So now it's more men. Now more women are available to men. So now that's why I think another reason why that chase is so strong now, because that's one of them. So, but
It's so hard to tell. You don't know male, female. There's so many topics that we can talk about. So y'all got to tell us what you want to hear about, because there's so much. With that last one, I was really about to go on a tangent because male or female, you don't know if people, or if they buy, if they're, what their situation is, because people are not forthcoming with it all the time. So I really don't know if there's more women or more men, because I don't know who's straight. It's hard to
right.
tell.
Well, sympathy just says something about some men are confusing chase with sex, and so women become interested. Oh, I'm saying interested. About bad. I said that all kind of tongue twisted. When there could be have more potential, or there could have been potential, which is true. I agree. I agree with her on that one, because yeah, people do get the chase with sex is confused, because 9 times out of 10 when you and I'm just gonna speak on the realization of men, when you sometimes, if it's a chase and that's what you get once you get the sex, 9 times out of 10. And I say this to a couple of dudes sometimes too, like, man, don't just hit and leave, because when you do that, you mess it up for the next man, because now she ain't even gonna want to talk to nobody. Now she gonna be like on this stage where I ain't talking to nobody. I don't want to mess with nobody because of what does it happen. Like, yeah, like, don't do that. But yeah, that is true. They get the confused with the chase.
Yeah, that's a different. We got to talk about sex eventually. Not today as much, but
I think we already talked.
eventually,
I think we talked
because
about that. We said once we talk about that, we already know how many people going. This it's gonna go from
yeah,
10
because
to
that one right there, that one is tough,
right,
and it's so difficult. But guys can they can do that so much better than what they do. Like the way that they come off, it doesn't have to be that way.
right,
Especially when you're older.
right,
There's women out here. I know a lot of people that I'm friends with are in the Christian community. So this is, not, sounded too much to the left, too far to the left, because I know about the abstinence and all that. But a lot of people out here doing whatever they want to do. And if you find a woman that's doing what she's going to pretty much be honest with you and let you know a lot of times, not every time, because we still got the holy rollers that are going to act like they abstinent and they're not. But some women are gonna, let you know what it is. Like, if that's what you want, then that's what it could be.
Right.
Or if you really want a relationship, then just make it plain.
Right.
Like, instead
Right.
of acting like you want a relationship and all you want to do is have sex. So ridiculous.
We talked about that too, because that'll be our next. I think that'll be the next one we
You
have to
think
run
that
through.
should be the next one? What y'all think? There's a
Yeah.
few people still on here, and if you see the replay, then let us know what you think, if that should be the next topic. Because I really like, from my personal frustration with that, make that plain, because don't nobody have time for that. Too old. If that's not what if you're not wanting that to go, there's plenty of women that do. They're looking for a friend with benefits. I got a story for y'all with that one too, if you're
Yeah.
here for it.
Well,
But
I
I
know,
think
I
I
know, I
got
know you about
to.
to, I know you about to wrap it up too. But hey, I guess
Yeah,
you about
did
to
you
wrap
see
it.
another comment?
Yeah, I'm gonna say what Sympathy said. Older men approach sexually more than younger men. It's a turn off. My bad, it keeps going away. It's a turn off when the men need to get back to it and respecting the women. And I do say that. I mean, we gotta respect women more. And I think I'm gonna just say this, and I know this where this stuff comes in. When you respect the woman more, you get more. And if you get what I'm saying, I'm not saying you're gonna not get more to use her, but you're gonna get something more. You're gonna get more out of the woman than she's gonna give you when you ain't respecting. Like she gonna if you I ain't saying when you ain't not saying you disrespecting her, but you ain't really giving her that respect, she gonna probably still give but she's not gonna give you when you respecting her. Oh, there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's women out here, no matter who she see, no matter what, this man that respected her the most, that's who she gonna give the everything to. She gonna
That
what it,
is. Put
and
them up on game. That's all I'm saying.
that
Because
is true.
it's like, these men out here is like, why would you do that? That's just stupid. For you.
Right.
Treating somebody like that, that doesn't help your cause.
So
It's
so
so annoying when people do stupid stuff in that area. That is,
that's true.
but I got stories for that.
So ending with
Do you
this,
have any more comments? I know there's
nah,
some people.
I have no more, but
Dr.
I guess
Dobbins, I don't know if he's still on there, but hey.
the ending story is from this one right here. Stop messing with them older men because they
You ain't right.
stop messing with them older men.
What's wrong with messing with the older men?
I'm gonna call them hyena chasers. You know how they got the cougars? I'm gonna call them hyenas because ain't nobody really paying no hyena attention. But yeah. So I guess, but I'm gonna let you wrap it up on that one. But that was a good one that
Yeah.
Symphony ended on. So
Yeah, there was a lot of people. I just want to give a big shout out to all of the comments and everybody that came on to watch, especially while, as you see, we like to interact and we like to read the comments and we like to have a conversation about it. So that was really fun to go through and actually bring people into the conversation. So those of you that watch the replay, feel free to keep commenting and keep the conversation going, because I saw my cousin Mondell come on. I didn't get to speak to him when he got on. I don't know if he's still on here, but he was the one that brought it up initially. And it was like a Facebook post of somebody that I put on my Facebook wall that really kind of did a good job of breaking this down. So we need to talk about it. We can have a conversation online about it, and hopefully it gets better for us out here in these streets. Some of us out here dating, and then even those of you that are not actually dating and you just happen to watch this, everybody knows somebody single. So this kind of affects everybody. So
right.
definitely like, share, hit us up with any questions. I didn't really do any question. I did have one for you, but I forgot. Like an ask a guy kind of question for females, or if you have a question for the ladies that that you want to know, you can ask me, and we'll talk about it when we come on. But all I want from you guys, I didn't really mention it, that I am a life coach, I am an author, and all of that good stuff. But right now, all I want is for you guys to like, share, comment, and if you really like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I always will post this on YouTube so you can see the replay, and you can see some of my previous ones before, because we just did another one last week. So thank you, Mike, for
No
doing this
problem.
with me, because I really needed that male energy. So I'm so glad.
You know. Also, you might want to post your YouTube down there and pin it. So basically, when everybody watch this, they'll be
Okay.
able to see your YouTube. That's a good one.
Okay. I'll
So,
definitely do that. So I'll post the link in the comments, and then you'll see it again posted on my wall. So until next time, then everybody, I know that if we didn't get to your question, just DM us if you have something to say, and then we'll address any questions or comments next time. So thank you for giving us the love. We appreciate it, and this was so fun.